Alright guys, round 2 just about to start. RC taken, absolutely blitzing through Blitzer on that round 1. 147 ticket win, just 3 shy of the starting marker. ZXD Delta, very unfortunate with the start there. Bit spread out on the map. Squad 2 heading up towards the Delta 5. I can... actually, around the Delta 6, sorry, keep at 1-2, placing a fob there. And only 2 squads, one heading to the South Fields, one heading to Mohad Zai. But RC moved up as one, and just, in my opinion, it was just a hot knife through butter. We'll see how this one sort of plays out. RC will be on the militia side, and ZXD Delta will be on the Russian Army side. Good old Tactical Tuesdays, guys. CCFN presents Tactical Tuesdays with good old me, Saint Sassius, and the main man, Chronic. Listen to his Kate Bush in the background.
Hello.
We'll see how this one plays out. RC gonna blitz through again and take out ZXD Delta with a high ticket win, or ZXD Delta gonna bring a secret weapon in? I don't know what it will be, but I guess we'll soon find out and see.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a big secret weapon. I think RedCoats taking the first round by 147 tickets, of course.
Yep.
So I think to win, ZXD would have to complete this round losing only 2 tickets.
Yeah, give or take. It's a tall order, but medics, man, just need those medics and some decent tactics. Of course, RC having a bit of hiatus as a group. Now coming back in force within the squad community, or even CCFN community. ZXD Delta being around for a while, and just RC just showing who's boss. And taking out that big win, 147 tickets. As Chronic says, ZXD Delta, if they want to win the whole thing, they would actually have to win by 2 tickets. With 149 tickets, only losing the 1 ticket.
No, I think they can lose 2 tickets, 148. They need for victory.
We're being a bit too generous there. Alright, I'm going to go into the streamer slot so I can start hearing what the RC is saying, and if they are, or if they will talk.
Oh, God's sake.
Fuck me.
No.
Guys, yes.
Yeah, I've not...
Sorry, we are playing infantry. 150 tickets, 2 hours on the clock. Don't think we need that whole 2 hours. It would be a classic of a game. Probably the best game of a CCFN Tactical Tuesday if it runs down to that 2 hours. But we do have the flag layout, the Syed Abad South Fields, Mohad Zai Fields, the Syed Abad North Fields, and the Malakabad. It's only around about 4 flags. Very small map. And already RC under fire. Down towards the south side.
Yeah, ZXD have observed the push by RedCoats across the river. It's been called out on comms.
RC again moving in those 2 groups. One of a large force already up towards the Mohad Zai. They'll come into contact with a couple of ZXD Deltas up towards the north. And Blitzer on the SL comms there.
Let me know if you need some reinforcement. Yeah, roger.
Blitzer already stating he is under contact just towards his northeast. It's very hard with the compass now. Yeah, just northeast of the South Fields. A couple of ZXD Deltians up on the hills there with ZXD Delta's Lee. Already Salami Man down.
Right, so we're going to get situated on the compounds just to my north. Getting ready to go.
RC down on Mohad Zai, just up towards the northwestern region of Mohad Zai. It's on the road area. Looks like 2 grenades taking those guys down. And now contacts of RC coming into contact with a couple of forces over towards the side about North Fields. Relentless Hawk being relentless, taking down J. Collins. Electro Delta's sass there.
Yeah, great stuff there from Hawk.
Eyes like a hawk and beautifully positioned there. Just behind that wall. Sass didn't know what hit him. And again, 147 tickets, 5 minutes play for the RC Redcoats. Russian Army capturing the side about Northfield.
We're about to cap it in 10 seconds.
Mohad Zai now will be captured within 5 to 10 seconds with Blitzer and Zim working together in the squad leader comms there. And there we have it, Militia capturing the Mohad Zai fields. Now we see just a bit more of a match, but we'll see how it progresses.
Yeah, Zulu doing well on tickets off the bat, saying they've only just lost the first ticket, now they're down to 148.
Yeah, 147 tickets over here in terms of the RC Redcoats. A couple of guys going down at the start there, just off towards the northwest region. We did see 2 grenades taking down 3. And then a quick respawn there. Looks like Blitzer's forces just over towards that eastern area now pushing up. Blitzer blitzing through that eastern area. He does have a couple of Zulu X-ray deltas over towards the nipple type hill on that east direction. But with the cover of those compounds, hopefully he can sneak in quietly. Zim just holding his forces back over towards that west side. The Mohad Zai flag, keeping his forces consolidated. One down already. Tonk Tonk. Battleborn still up just to over towards the northwestern region. Keeping behind with the traces coming in from that northeast.
Alright, copy. We're taking heavy contacts to our northwest.
Yeah, we're still doing quite well over here. There's quite a positive feeling over comms. And they've got a fob placed in Foxtrot 6, keypad 4, and they're still on 147 tickets.
147 tickets here for the RC as well. Blitz is now starting to push in his forces over towards the eastern side. Maybe going to push up towards the northern side of the Northfields. Side about Northfields. Only Hot Potatoes, Quadzilla, and J. Core located on that position. But he does have Zulu X-ray Deltans over on the eastern side. Cause a bit of trouble with Zulu X-ray Delta Nixon getting taken down. So a couple of snipers causing a bit of more or less havoc, just a bit of distraction for the RC Redcoats over on the eastern side, not allowing for Blitz's forces to really push in as what they wanted to. A couple of their guys down, but medics getting on point, especially Redcoats. Scavy here is going to get up Tarrant. And Zim doing a really nice job over on that western side. Only Battleborn and Tonk Tonk down of his guys. I think Nork are there, a medic. Just double checking, no negative on that. Thought he may be a medic. But now Zulu X-ray Delta on the western side, so the northwest
how are you looking
of
now? Are you on the best, yeah?
Mohad Zai pushing up on the
No,
lower
we're taking
hills.
pop shots. We're good on the
Right,
defense.
Yeah, I think already we've come to see a different game here. Zulu able to hold Redcoats on Syed-Abad.
I think
the battle's just starting here.
yeah, I think there's a good tactic just over towards the eastern side. We're looking around about that Foxtrot 7 keypad 8 hill. We've had a number of Zulu X-ray Deltans stay on that hill, causing just a distraction for Blitzer, not be able to push up on that sort of east side of the Northfields, because he now has 2 battlefronts. He has Hot Potatoes squad there, and he also has these guys causing havoc over on the eastern side. And his medics are trying to scramble to get people up, but it's causing a bit of problems there. I think Zim's doing a fantastic job. RC Zim there on the western side, holding out a couple of the Zulu X-ray Deltians, especially Zulu X-ray Delta's Lee squad over on there. It's just a constant firefight backwards and forwards. 138 tickets in the first 10 minutes. We may see a bit of a lengthy game here, but we'll see how it turns out. Early game still. I'm going to push over towards this western side. south of the Mohad Zai area.
Right, Zim, are you able to push out or are you tied down?
We're getting suppressed now.
Nice suppression from the RC on Zulu X-Ray Delta's lead squad just over towards that west region. Happening over on the eastern side. Still that three-man squad group now pushing a bit more south from that hill we saw them previously on the, I believe it was the Foxtrot 7 keypad 8 hill. But still causing a bit of havoc with those scopes. Hot Potatoes and Quadzilla now pushing up over on the eastern side, clearing out Blitz's squad. Rex going down there as well. 136 tickets for the RC.
Yeah, 142 over here. So a different story at the beginning of round 2.
Seeing that round 1, Zulu X-Ray Delta splitting up, not fighting as that group. I think they've adopted a bit of RC tactics here from that round 1. And it's more or less paying off for him. It's actually giving the RC a bit of a fight here. But again, early games always takes that one little screw up. A lot of fire support teams happening now. Zulu X-Ray Delta even pushing up over a bit more west, over towards the Echo 7 keypad 5 area.
I'm taking my guys on the west hills to that move mark.
Yeah, we've got 2 fobs over here saying
I can't
we've
see
got
that
the
move mark, Zim,
Foxtrot
but I was
6
going on a
keypad
wide
4.
west flank to Northfield.
Yeah, just the one fob for the RC located on the Echo 7. Echo 7, yeah, keypad 3, just
we're gonna
in the
push out, make a wide
compound
flank, mate, so
south
just,
of the Mohad Zai fields.
deflag for the minute.
Yeah, they've also got a backup fob placed in Echo 6 keypad 7, but it's on the river's edge. It's quite far back out of the way.
There we see
The team are mostly using rally points. They're operating from rally points on the Abad flag, Syed Abad.
Looks like Blitzer now moving from the east side of the map over towards the west side. He's going to start to get at the hills located on the Echo 7's keypads 1-4 area. Maybe a possible flank behind Zulu X-Ray Delta, but that is now leaving the eastern side open. And depending on how Zulu X-Ray Delta approach this, it could keep Zim's forces located on the Mohad Zai flag a bit stretched out. But it looks like it could be well covered as well. 124 tickets remaining for the RC. Lots of tickets there. I think a couple of guys respawning, but it looks like possible scopes causing a bit of havoc over on that eastern side again. See that 3-scope team.
It's a report on comms there about a militia flank. Lee looking to react.
That is correct. That's going to be Blitz's guys. Lee getting taken down there by Norca with a pistol. And Blitz is going to send these guys high north. And maybe even sweep, maybe even place a fob up there and sweep around behind Zulu X-Ray Delta. Risky move, but it could pay off. Zim and his forces are doing quite well. Zim down himself, the squad leader for the RC. With, looks like Lee's forces, Shoshin, Joe Fatso, and Echo slowly moving up the fields just towards the northern side of Mohad Zai fields. And the eastern side completely covered by the Russian forces being Zulu X-Ray Delta. We may see a stretching of forces of this squad too from RC. 117 tickets in play. Different game, but it could maybe could have seen a different game that round 1 if Zulu X-Ray Delta kept together and stayed as that one group pushing up together.
Yeah, 138 on this side, saying 138.
Yeah, so around about 21 ticket difference there, the fob difference.
taking some heavy contacts. They're pushing in closer and closer on field.
Copy.
Zim now calling to Blitzer. Alright, they are starting to push through the fields. They're getting closer and closer.
I've got some forces spawning in now, Zim.
Smoke's going out. Dips, what's your ass? I can see one in the air.
Up the hills, up the hills, up the hills.
What?
Fuck.
So it's eastern side forces just across the river there. Causing just, again, that havoc for the RC guys. Having 2 fire fronts, one on the east and one on that north to northwest of Mohad Zai's. Not helping him. Zulu X-Ray Delta's Lee, Destructo and Oily pushing on the western northwestern side. We may see the RC Zims guys slowly being surrounded here. Not many left. They still have the fob located in these compounds just below me now. But our Blitzer is very, very far north. Now placing that fob on the Echo 6 keypad 4 and 1 marker. But he now has a long run. Hopefully a fob is located up there to D.
Echo 6 keypad 7 is the Russian fob. So they've just missed it. They've not quite gone high enough.
I think maybe Zulu X-Ray Delta's lead may have had eyes on the fob. But now we are going to see Zim's guys now be surrounded on the eastern side and the northern side. That's not looking good for the RC Redcoats. Let's see if they can keep the composure. Now we see Zulu X-Ray Delta start pushing in. 108 tickets remaining. Coming up to around about the 17-minute mark.
Of course, you would expect Zulu to be able to gain a little bit of momentum with Blitzer's detachment on the flank. But Blitzer's nearly back at the battle. I'm with his detachment now. I think he's about to take contact.
That high flank north, very risky, but could pay off. But we do see the Russian Zulu X-Ray Delta inside.
We're going now, Zim. We're about to go.
The Mohad Azai zone, and
Just got wiped.
Zim's forces now wiped on Mohad Zai. We will see. Just having a look now. Is the cap happening or not? Don't see the blinking or the flashing.
We're gonna cover on the fob.
But it looks like Zim's forces now just going to cover the fob. They don't want to lose that 20 tickets. Definitely not.
Yeah, 132 on this side now, saying.
Yep,
This-
now just
this-
dropping
We're starting
below
to cap.
100.
Yeah.
RC now spawning in.
Oh, there we go. It's gone off. It's gone off inside. I've had the contact started. Zulu gone down. It's just come over the comms as well.
The Zulu X-Ray Delta covering that fob area. I don't believe they had found that fob. With now with a mass spawn of RC coming in towards the fob area.
60% to neutral.
Blitzer now covering the northern side, 60% until neutral. This could be the best move for the Redcoats now. I don't even see now. I finally now see the Mohad Zai blinking. How far the Zulu X-Ray Deltas are capping that, I'm not too sure. We could see a double neutral in play. But with two fronts, I don't know who to go with. We'll head up towards Blitzer's group on the attack, on the A flag, which is the Syed Abad North Fields. Blitzer taking his guys up high
20% to
north.
neutral.
Very, very high north. And it's actually paid off. He had the momentum coming down, got him behind.
Yeah, great push there from the
to neutral.
Redcoats.
They're about to
There
redirect
we
me. We're
have
taking less
Militia
contact.
now neutralizing the north fields, the side of
Okay,
bad.
now.
Zim now going to push his forces on the south side. He's going to look to push out Zulu X-Ray Delta's Lee, Zulu X-Ray Delta's Hannah. Echo as well, Destructo only on that flag. Mohad Zai. Zim now going to start to push his guys through, stop that cap from happening. Zulek Delta's Lee and his squad now pushing off Mohad Zai. They're heading back over towards Lee's position. 95 tickets remaining for the RC. They haven't lost many tickets for the past, give or take 5 minutes. 20 minutes of play. Different game what we're seeing from round 1. This is the game we wanted to see. Militia now defending the Mohad Zai fields.
119 Saint, sorry.
119. Zim now is going to start to take back that Mohad Zai fields, which he has. He has now defended those fields. RC, the militia forces, defending the Mohad Zai fields. Very unfortunate there that Zulek Delta did not take down their fob. Now the Redcoats.
Yeah, I was just going to say Zulu with the fob in Foxtrot 6 keypad 1, so they're able to keep well supplied on Syedabad.
Relentless Hawk pushing out. I think he may be following Relentless Hawk now. I think he sniffs something. He can smell something. He just doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, we're struggling here, Zim.
Blitz now stating he's starting to struggle on that flag. And Zim forces it now fully back in order on that Mohad Zai area. He only has a couple of Zulek Deltas, Nixon and Jode, out towards his east to southeast sort of area of the Mohad Zai, causing a bit of hitman squads, with Quadzilla going to start to help him out as well. Beautiful GL on Zulek Delta Jode.
Yeah, ZXD here on the Russian team are concerned now. They're still losing the defense flag. They're not in control. They are feeling the pressure.
89 tickets now for the RC Redcoats, coming up to around about 25 minutes of play.
Yeah, we're going to need support, Zim, if you can, mate.
Copy, hold.
Blitzer now calling in for support on the A flag. Zim dealing with a couple of guys down on that Mohad Zai area now, all 3 down. Nixon, as well as 2 others, Quadzilla and J Cool.
Zulu managed to resupply Syedabad.
They're starting.
The flag remains neutral.
Yep, we do only have, I think, 1 RC located up on that area. I think it's Scavy. I think he may be a medic for the RC. He's going to try and get up his forces with Tonk Tonk coming in slowly. Russia now capturing back. Beautiful GL there from Tonk Tonk. He's already taken 3 down. Took down Zulek Delta's Sass, I think. He just took down 2 others.
Yeah, they're just running straight in from the fob, and Tonk Tonk's clearing them up there.
Couple of guys are now alive. Dips Oz is back alive, as well as Scavy's still alive. He's going to start to get a blitz to the SL. But again, Russians starting to come in from their fob, located up towards the northeastern area. And the RC Redcoats, I think their fob is active. Yes, it is. Fob is now active on the Echo 6 keypad 1 region. We're going to see RC Redcoats now come up from that north and northwestern area. Maybe even flank that north area. But I believe the Russians have now found the fob. They have, and they're starting to dig the fob up. The X-Ray Delta's Lee as well as Foxhound. And we're going to see Zim's guys now push back. Grenades out. Is it going to save it? Z's, the X-Ray Delta's Lee's down. Fob located on the south side of Mohad's Eye. Saved.
Ooh, even a bit of friendly fire there. But they managed to do it. Fob hold.
I think it's worth it. I think if a medic can get back in, get those guys up, it's better to lose 2 than it is to lose 20.
Southern fob is compromised. They
We have Joe Fatso as well as Hannah coming in from that western area. I think Norca has an idea of where they're at. And it looks like the Russian forces have a clear...
Fuck are you, Greto?
I think Norca, local.
Hunt your ass, bitch.
No! Oh! Norca getting taken down there by Zulu X-Ray Delta's Hannah. Zim's gonna stay back and look at that fob up towards the northern
Enemy fob
fields. Enemy fob found up towards that northern eastern area. I think it's that Foxtrot 6 keypads. Keypad 4. This could be a turning point for the RC. 74 tickets over here for the militia forces. Coming up to 30 minutes.
89. The push on the RedCoats fob cost them quite dearly. They lost about 20 tickets in a process, and they were aware of that, so they've discussed switching to a holding strategy, letting the Reds come on. Of course, militia have found the fob now, and they are reporting losses on the comms.
Correct. Redcoats, Grumpy, and as well as a couple other Redcoats now starting to dig that fob up and cover it. That's going to take the Russians down 20 tickets, maybe 10 tickets below what the militia are currently at 72 tickets. There goes K9 with a beautiful grenade there by the RCs, and there goes that fob, that supporting fob on towards the northern fields. May give a bit of breathing space for Blitz's militia forces, squad 1 there.
Is that the fob just gone there saying I've seen a big drop then? We're on 66 tickets now from 80.
69 tickets here, 1 hour 32 remaining.
So Redcoats have managed to balance the books there, even Stevens again, and they start to edge in front.
Again, the fob located just down towards the south side of Mohad's Eye. There's 2 ways it can be played. It can be a risk factor where Zulu X-Ray Delta will constantly attack and eventually will take it down, or it's actually a good fact for RC because then it gives a stretched Zulu X-Ray Delta force. Do they want to go for the 20 tickets and try and take it down?
Our fob is taking more of the damage.
Or will they stay back and cause...
But we're fighting them off.
Cause problems for the RC forces?
Yeah, nothing conclusive on comms yet. I think they're just trying to clear up the lines down there. See what happens.
Yeah, Russians doing well, still up on that northern side. Northfield still capped. A couple of RCs pushing out towards Foxtrot 6 keypad 1 area, fighting a couple of the Russians coming in from their coming from their main area. Now we're going to see a couple of the militia forces now pushing back. Tarrant as well as Dips Oz going to start pushing back over towards the northern fields. Blitz's Redcoats still is spawning up on that northern side fob located on the Echo 6 keypad 1 area.
Yeah, I'll make
Have to be very careful because they do have Quadzilla. Quadzilla is located over towards that region. I don't think he's found out where their fob is exactly and how far up it is. $61 tickets remaining, 1 hour 30. Now we're coming up to that 30-minute mark. Blitzer now bringing his forces in from the northern side of the North Fields. Zim is still holding his forces back over towards Mohad's side.
Capping Northfield.
Blitzer now stating capping the North Field, and it starts blinking.
Blitz, on that machine gun marker, there's some kind of spawn point there.
Copy.
Just located over towards the Echo 7, keypad 5 region. Zim just calling in on that machine gun mark. He believes that there is a spawn point located there. A couple of Russians spawning out of that location. Zulexray Delta's Lee, Destructor North still up.
We're going to fall back into the fob. We're just going to hold the D for them.
Copy.
And Blitzer's forces are now starting to get surrounded. It looks like Blitzer may start just falling back over towards the D section. At 56 tickets, I think he's just called for a defensive game now, just to conserve those tickets, allow for Zulexray Delta to push up and, you know, with the possible RC defense, we may see...
Zulu are using the medics really well here, and they are quite organised. A few minutes ago, they'd fallen behind RedCoats by a couple of tickets, but I think it's 56 apiece now, unless you've lost one over there, Saint.
Yeah, so
both teams playing very conservatively.
Yeah, Blitzer now has finally reached the decision that he's going to start falling back to the D flag with Zim and just go all-out defense. With 49 tickets in play, we're over in 33 minutes. It's going to keep it down to a defensive win. Again, Zulexray Delta could play the strategy of coming in from that sort of eastern section. Foxtrot 7 keypad 8, maybe even a Foxtrot 7 keypad 5. They cause a lot of problems early game with RC, getting sniped a lot, kind of on those from those positions, spawning in from the fob inside the compounds. So maybe if Zulexray Delta play a bit of a stretch game for the Redcoats, using those medics well, using the scopes well where they can. You could see a bit of a drag-out game, but eventually you could see Zulexray Delta actually win this round.
Just looking at the topography of the map when you're flying around in the camera, it seems that Militia have to attack uphill, and Russia have the elevation. So in this kind of situation, I think it's perhaps a little bit easier for Russia just to spread out, use the elevation and the optics. Militia could struggle here.
Start hitting from either side. Use the elevation on the western side. Use the elevation on that eastern side hills. A lot of elevation over there that can overlook those Mohad side fields. But keep that force up the middle as well, to keep suppressing the RCs there. But there's a good sense of structure here from the RC. A lot of their guys are located out towards the eastern side of Mohad Zai, spread out like in a nice area. But the western
Contacts are
side.
on the West Hills.
The western side is open. It would take a high flank, probably up towards the north, to get around and maybe even come up from behind. But with such tickets as 49, where do you go?
54 here, so it's still very much a close game. Zulus have the edge over the Redcoats, but only by a few tickets.
So again, we do have Zulu X-Ray Delta's Joe on that sort of eastern side. I'm just going to check to see what weapon he has. He has an AK scope there. Very, very smart weapon to have just over on the elevation. You can push maybe a bit more south and get a nice view there. Nice consolidation with Hot Potatoes and J Cool's guys. Up towards the midsection. Couple of GLs could help out there. Smoke grenades, of course, keeping the cover. Couple of RCs down, located on that sort of east side. Blitzer down, Diplo, as well as Scavy down. I think with the sniper up there, Zulu X-Ray Delta's Joe could cause a bit of havoc. Also located up towards the northern western region. The elevation there for the Russian forces again, causing a bit of problems. A lot of smoke popping. Once you see smoke popped, all you can do is just really suppress that area. Cause a bit of a nervousness there for the medics trying to get guys up. Dips Oz there trying to get people up. With this suppression,
really is a battle for the medics now.
Yeah. With all this happening, as stated before, Zulu X-Ray Delta now pushing out towards the western side. They're going to start to come up behind. Shoshin's over near the fob. Zulu X-Ray Delta's Lee's going to start coming over as well as Zulu X-Ray Delta's...
Yeah, Redcoats breaking across the river in the south. We've got a Tarrant and Grumpy have made it across onto the Zulu side.
Of course, stretching out there, but now the fob located over towards the southwestern region of Mohadzai. Shoshin's on the fob. Zulu X-Ray Delta and Hannah's going to start coming up there. That's going to now spread the forces even more for the RC. 44 tickets for the RC or the Redcoats. With that fob taken down, they're going to have 4 people on that fob very, very shortly. It's going to spread the forces of RC a bit too much.
Yeah, they need to neutralize Tarrant and Grumpy that cross the river. I'm just here with Tarrant, and he's got an excellent view straight down the Redcoat line, but it goes down from a nade. That was a good job there. He could have caused some damage from that position.
Yeah, Roger.
And there we have it. So basically, now that fob is going to start getting dug up. Zulu X-Ray Delta's Lee and Joe are going to start covering from the mountain side. Hannah's going to get in close. Oh my god, what a grenade! That was an epic grenade on Shoshin as well as Hannah. Wow, Battleborn. The Oz from... the Oz in Canada just demolished Zulu X-Ray Delta's attempts to get that fob. I thought that fob was gone, but some decent play there from RC to get that happening. RC are giving all they got with 35 tickets remaining, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good save. That Zulu on 50 tickets here, but they will lose 2, unable to get medics up to that fob location.
Yeah, they'll start losing 4. Shoshin, Hannah, Lee, and Joe on that area. Dipslow, I think, or maybe even Hickman will start getting up Tonk on that area, and whoever else is down. I think Norkin as well, Norka. A lot of RC down, Sober, Zim, as well as another, I think it's Elric there, down as well. I think Dips Oz is the only medic around that area, but Zulu X-Ray Delta now starting to push into that, from that western region of Mohadzai, with the Destructor now coming over. It's going to be protection of the fob. This isn't a game where you can take down a fob, put another one up, and activate it straight away. This is a game where a fob, if taken down, you have to wait that time for it to reactivate.
Yeah, it's an extremely unforgiving layer.
31 tickets, 40 minutes of play here from the RC.
The
we're
gap
going.
is narrowing. 45 tickets
Happy
here
roll.
on the Zulus with the Russian team.
Northern side flank again from the RC forces. Well, I didn't see this happening. Squad 1's Blitzer now spawning in from that Echo 6 keypads. One fob. He may look to come up behind good old Zulu X-Ray Delta and get that cap on the northern flag. He was down there for the defense, but I think he's going to now take that final risk and start pushing that northern side. With K9 now down, we may see a couple of Zulu X-Ray Deltas push down from the southern region, which they are now. Quadzilla's going to start pushing back. J-Crawler as well as Salami Man as well. Blitzer will have two fronts to deal with. He has the southern and northern with Zulu X-Ray Delta's Joe as well as Nixon. This is the north fields we're looking at the moment. Blitzer down as well as Tarrant. And Zulu X-Ray Delta are going to come over in force from the western side with 2, 4, 5 guys. They're going to start surrounding the RC Redcoats on that northern fields.
Yeah, so the push on the fob, even though it wasn't successful in terms of taking the fob down, it did manage to split the militia team. This group being separated now, and they're in trouble.
Russian Army defending that northern flag. I think it's only Scavy left alive, the medic up there. No one's found him yet, but I think he will now. Oh my god, he's... I don't know if Scavy... It says Scavy's alive, but... Scavy is alive. Oh my god, this is amazing. He's pointing his gun into the ground. I think showing that he's dead, but he's not. That's the greatest tactic I've ever seen. 30 tickets remaining for the RC Redcoats, coming up to around about that.
Ooh, 6 tickets in it now, seen. 36 here.
I'm just gonna stay with Scavy up on here.
Gotta look down so I know who this is. Yeah, he's north of us, 3 meters.
That is the greatest ever tactic as a medic that I've ever seen. Pointing your gun into the ground to show that you're dead.
Get him, boy!
That's just blown my mind as a medic. Wow. Scavy now getting taken down there from Electro Delta's SAS. Play for the match, Scavy. Crick's taking out SAS, but now getting surrounded there. 27 tickets. Zim's forces are back holding in that Mohad's Eye area. Shoshin and Shaboom are going to do the tactic we just saw recently coming in from that Echo 7 keypad 3 area using the mountains. They're not giving up. They want to get that fob down. If they take that fob down, it's going to... it could end the game for the RC guys. 25 tickets remaining for them. With the guys at North not spawning, it could give an indicator as well to the Zulu X-Ray Deltians that with them not spawning, that they are low on tickets.
Yeah, for 44 minutes, so already this long. This round has lasted twice as long as the previous one.
Correct. We're up to the standard time for a CCFN match.
8 tickets separate the teams as we come into this final stage.
And 19 tickets now for the RC with spawning.
Ooh, for 33 still, yeah.
Yeah, with the spawning up towards the northern area, the respawn there, I think it's really down to here. That northern squad of Squad 1, if they're wiped out fully, then I would say there would be no more respawns for them. Shaboom and Shoshin are now taken down out towards that southwest area, trying to go for that fob, but that's fully covered there by the RCs. They can read it.
Yeah, I can't sense any sense of victory in the Zulu comms. It's very quiet, very focused.
RC Redcoats will have to play with all they've got. Be very smart which shots they take and what cover they have. Already Blitzer and Dipsoz's down. I think Dipsoz's one of the medics located up to the northern guys. As long as Scavy doesn't go down, I believe he's one of the medics up towards the northern here, then that could save him.
Do you think Blitzer's trying to stretch him out here to get a few tickets?
It could be that, but with the Zulu X-Ray Delta have always, I guess you would say, they've stuck around that Echo 7 keypad 8 and keypad 9 region. So they could always go down over towards Mohad's side, but they could always push back over towards the north if it's flanked.
Roger.
So Blitzer...
They're getting low on tickets, mate. Definitely.
Blitzer, it can sense they're getting low on tickets, just staying it in with the
You want me to send a fire team from the south?
Yes.
And you guys push from the north?
Alright, copy team, mate, yeah.
Yeah, the Zulus chose to control the centre of the map, as you mentioned, which has been a right tactic for them in this round.
It can allow them to go back towards the defense, can go on the attack, and go on the flank as well. They've been very volatile on that, but now Blitzer has stated to Zim, send in the fire team. So that may give a bit of or lessen the pressure there for the RC Redcoats Squad 1 up towards the northern side.
Yeah, Zulus do have a fob still located up on the northwest side.
Sims group now going to start to push in towards the northern fields. They have a lot of Zulu X-Ray Deltians to...
Zim, let you fire team know there's contact close north.
Break out. Oh, I bounced off the fucking 3A for real.
16 tickets remaining for the RC guys. Really nice spread there from Zulu X-Ray Delta. Basically all over the map. The northern side, or the northern squad of the RC, wiped out. Only Dipsoz left alive, and Diplo. I think Dipsoz is still the medic up towards those regions. He's going to try and get up Crix and Scavy. Get up Scavy first, and then two medics can start working on people. 14 tickets remaining for the RC. Coming up over 45 minutes. Blitz spawning back in as well as Bellin.
10 tickets between the teams, Saint, 24 for the Zulus.
But it's up to really the medics for the Zulu X-Ray Deltians. And now Zim just stating most of his fire team is down. Only Battleborn left alive.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue for them. There's perhaps going to be some ticket loss there.
Dipsoz now getting up Scavy up towards the northern sector. He's going to start to get up Crix. That's going to save on tickets where they
Tell
can.
them to hold Zim.
Hopefully, Scavy and Dips can get over towards Blitzer, Bellin, and as well as Tarrant.
Hold the spawns.
Yeah, there are a lot of Zulu casualties in the area, so it really is a case of the medics here. Plenty of smoke out from militia.
Blitz stating to Zim's guys to hold their spawns. They want to conserve those tickets as much as possible. They only have Shoshin up towards the north that they have to care about, as well as Salami Man to the south covering that road area. I think Crix should be covering those medics as much as possible, but hey, I can see more than that what he can.
Yep, Crix goes down.
Crix goes down.
22 tickets for the Zulus.
Shoshin down as well. I think Scavy getting up Diplo there if he can. Dipsoz, just go for the run if you can. Go get up Blitz and Bellin. Take out Shaboom.
We've been wiped there, Zim.
Scavy down.
Zulu X-Ray Delta holding the center of the map, holding the fields, holding out towards the western side. Zim's force is going to stay back at the Mohad's Eye. 13 tickets remaining. Quite a number of RCs down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 down, I can read. 11 tickets remaining. Gonna bring it down to a little.
Yeah, the Zulus have been very disciplined holding this kind of central field or paddock. using the foliage and the terrain. And of course the stone wall.
And staying together as that group that's what they wanted to do in round 1, but they did it too late. They did it at 50 tickets.
Yeah, I think it's maybe that classic case that we observe often, where it can you need a round sometimes just to wake you up a bit.
to wake you up. Of course, RC will take out both rounds with that 147 win at the start, but it's a big eye opener here with ZXD Delta losing from that 147 losing from that 147 loss at round 1. You can see when their eyes are open, then more or less they could be a force to be reckoned with if they're disciplined, they use their comms, they stay together. The medics have been doing well as you said, Chronic.
Yeah. Switching SAS, hot potatoes and the boys here, firing over the wall. They have got the slight elevation.
Yeah, it's with 2 tickets remaining.
Tickets. Yeah, 19 over here.
Yeah, 2 tickets remaining over here. If the RC can find a fob and take that down and have no one spawn, then that's gonna be their win right there. But even the northern side area, Blitz now spawning back in with his boys up towards the northern area. He's got a couple of guys to deal with, Salami Man as well as another ZXD Deltian. Blitz going down, a lot of smoke coming out from that northern side. 1 hour and 8 minutes left in play. 2 tickets remaining for the RC RedCoats. I'm sure that they won't give up, but eventually they will bleed out and they will lose those tickets. A lot of firefight happening up towards the north and a lot of traces. Look at those traces backwards and forwards.
Yeah, but pretty much both teams had 2 flags for the whole round, so it really has been a battle of the bodies and the fobs.
Correct. You have a look at the KDs. 110 for the RC, 148, 145, 112 for the ZXD Deltians. I think that early match, having out towards the eastern side, that little sniper group, causing a bit of havoc there for Blitz. But they also caused havoc mid-game when they started to draw sniper fire on towards the fob location towards the south side of Zai, even with Zim's boys. So that nice stretched little squads of 3, 2s for ZXD Delta, having this center map, and also unfortunate not being able to take their fob, the RC fob to the south. But still, they'll come up on top this round. 2 tickets still remaining after 2 minutes. I think